Hey guys, Tony is back, and I hope you all had wonderful Christmas days with your families. And this video is something that I just discovered pretty recently. It's about a VST that I own for like 5 years now. And for me, it's an absolute game changer on how to make your drum grooves better and bring life into your drum grooves. So let's catch you in the door. Here we go, back in the door in Logic, and the tool that I'm talking about is the LFO tool by Xfer, the guys that made Serum. And what I started using and how I started using this on my drums is following. This one is now on the shakers. I have one on the shakers and I have one on the hi-hats. That's this one. And to show you why this tool is so amazing, I have to explain what I did with it. I used 2 of the 12 possible LFOs. You can draw them to your liking. You can even choose different shapes, like a square shape, triangle, and the LFO routing goes here, and you can adjust different elements. Let me turn both off. The hi-hats and the shakers are super basic. Let me turn both on again. To really hear that effect, you have to wear good headphones or listening on a good studio setup, because what it does here, the LFO 1 is routed to the volume, and I put it on around 40. What it makes, if you watch this graph, this LFO number 1 is playing with the volume. So if you're a lazy producer like me who likes to drag in samples like that, you don't have to animate each different sample by hand. Also, you can add swing to it and make it smoother to prevent clicks. Also, you can change the rate. Now I put it on 1 bar to have the volume start higher and go lower over 1 bar. And on the LFO number 2 that I routed to the panning, you have this nice moving panning. I did kind of a different panning on the shakers, also with a different rate. You can actually choose the rate by removing this anchor. Then you can say, I want to play. Why? I want them in different rates. Okay, this doesn't work. Oh, that's about the host tempo. Okay, anyway, you can easily just put two of them on your mix track because they are not consuming that many CPU. And oh, you can even offset this. You can put a filter on this, animate a cutoff, and do pretty interesting stuff. Let's try that with the cutoff here. And a low pass filter should be good. And then we route the number 3 to the cutoff. Should work like that. I'm not sure. Let's try it out. That's probably too heavy. Yeah, it gives it this movement of cutting the frequencies. And yeah, in my opinion, this tool is the biggest game changer for like if you're just a lazy ass producer and love to keep things minimal as I am, you can do super crazy stuff with that. Also, actually, we can apply this to the Rhodes because it's a layer that I put in for the chords. I put an LFO tool on this one as well. Let's make it big so you can also see perfectly what I'm doing. Can actually, yeah, let's experiment with the low pass filter again. Let's take this number 1 LFO to the cutoff. And let's set the rate to, let's say, a bar. I solo this. Smooth. I think a bar is like way too slow. Let's change it to a half bar. Yeah. Can you hear this difference? Love it. Let's turn off the solo. It really gives it that uplifting kind of movement in the end, and gets some movement into the track. I'm so stunned by this plugin, and I used it back in days when I did techno for like simple 4 on the floor side chaining, you know, like I used it only as a side chain till I was like, wow, I need an LFO just to make things easier for me. And I didn't really find a pleasing LFO in Logic. So that's why I brought out this old plugin that laid around on my hard drive with like a big dust layer on top and cleaned it off. And now I think I'm gonna use this one on nearly every single beat that I'm gonna produce from now on. I hope this have found you helpful. Quick little input from my side, how to make things smoother and cooler. And even if in chill music, those who might know me know that I'm not into this super boring, all lo-fi beats should sound the same type of production. That would be absolutely boring for me. I love chill beats. I love if they having a character in them. I love if they sound decent and well mixed. Even though it's lo-fi, that's why I rather call them chill beats. So it's just like beats to chill. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Check out the first episode of the Chill Talks podcast. I had an amazing guest, Lo-Fi Cody. This is actually a song that I'm collaborating on his Lord of the Rings Lo-Fi album. So stay tuned for this one. Check out the podcast. And the next episode of the podcast will be released this Sunday. So also stay tuned for this one. Have a good one. Peace.